Welcome to Evalve Out Loud. I'm Chris Sanzeri. This is where I think out loud about AI in education. What's working, what isn't, what I'm building, what I'm seeing in the field, what I'm trying to figure out this week. Some of it lands, some of it doesn't. And honestly, that's kind of the whole point of this show. Everyone, welcome to episode 1 of Evalve Out Loud, brought to you by Evalve Consulting. Disclaimer, all the thoughts, opinions, and items expressed today are my own, and they do not represent any points other than my own. I'm Chris Sanzeri, founder of Consulting. Why Evalve Out Loud? To evolve, we must value. You must know where we're at to know where we're going. Evalve Out Loud. It's the podcast. It's the companion. It's the space for me to take up space and be as big as I can be and learn and grow, evolve, listen to what I sound like now and where am I going to be going, listen to the content and what I'm talking about and where I can go from there, and then sharing it with you. It's a space for people who see problems and we want to fix them. We want to be creative. We don't just want to vent, but we're going to explore. A huge connection with Evalve is intersecting our education space with artificial intelligence. This consulting group and this podcast and all the work in Evalve that I've been putting in for the past couple months been my creative outlet, recognizing where we are, businesses, organizations, less innovative than myself, have already taken AI. And we're still trying to get buy-in to use artificial intelligence, in particular large language models, as a chatbot. We're seeing only 35% of our teachers are engaged with artificial intelligence. That's a small number. And we're already 3 years behind the curve. The opportunities that we have for AI to improve all of our aspects in education, in any professional space, is exponential at this point. To reject the possibility of that, to me, it's essentially saying we don't need AI in our school. That's essentially the same people who say that now are the same ones 30, 40 years ago that said we don't need the internet in our schools. They're the same ones 500 years ago that said we don't need printing presses and books. AI will impact and change our lives so significantly that they will never look the same after this moment in time. It'll fundamentally change the way we do things. If you don't get there, then you're going to be left behind. I was reading recently about an interview from the CEO of Microsoft talking about 2026. It was an end of the year review of 25, closing out the books, looking ahead to 26. What does he envision the landscape of AI look like? And the most profound piece that came out of that to me is that we are going to be moving on beyond the new, the better, the best. We're going to stop measuring AI in that way. And he said that we're going to start measuring AI as how well AI does as its outputs, as the success, the impact that it has. They're already all capable of going above and beyond what our knowledge can go. And we can just grasp onto it. It's your coworker. It's your partner. That's where we got to take AI. And its impact for education, from systems to monitoring systems, to automating systems, to designing, creating, are endless. That's what Evalve Consulting is. Where are you at right now? Where do you want to go? Let's create together. Let's do better for our students. Let's ensure we're aligned. Let's ensure we're being consistent. You'll want to explore this journey with me. If you're not there, that's okay. Because I don't want to focus on the how-to or the technical. I want to focus on what we can do. What is the output? You want better written IEPs? We can create chatbots that make better written IEPs, aligned and specific and individualized to your services. That's the power of AI, making it work for you, not being broad and getting sweeping answers that are all over the place and running with it. How does it work for you? It's unloading your brain to free up space for creativity, creating space for joy that leads to wisdom, or freeing up RAM allows you to apply it in new areas, put more attention, put more brain power in a space. I said it to my students tonight, AI taking over my job will be obsolete. That's not going to happen in education. As I will talk now about artificial intelligence and its capabilities and what we can do with it, from agentic properties to large language models but there's no better way to educate a child than to put an adult in front of them. You want to help a student learn how to read? You have an adult sit with them and teach them how to read. How do we ensure that the adult is teaching the student the correct thing? We have its lessons designed by AI. We have its curriculum frameworks designed with AI. So that way we get a consistent model practice. The input and the output are consistent with us changing the variables. All right, that's it for this one. If something here landed, share it with someone who gets something out of it. If it didn't, hey, it's part of the deal too. You can find more of what I'm working on at evalveconsulting.com. Book a call if you want to talk through what you're dealing with. Talk to you later.